Alrighty. Hi, everyone. Hope everybody's having a great Tuesday evening. Snow is beginning for many of you right now. We're going to get a quick burst of snow overnight, and just about all of our accumulation will be overnight. Starts around now. We've been highlighting about 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., and here we are, 8 p.m. The snow is moving in and through the area. I think our heaviest bands of snow, 9 p.m. to about 11 p.m. in that window there. Back edge moves out between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. The morning commute should showcase some improvement. And as we go into the day tomorrow, probably a lot of clouds around, and maybe a snow shower. Best chance for accumulation going forward will be over eastern Maine. We'll talk about that, perhaps over toward Penobscot Bay and a few areas of another pesky little inverted trough. Looks like a bunch of you are hopping on there in YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. And thanks for joining us tonight, or joining me. I guess I'm by myself tonight. So let's take a look at what we can expect. Let's start you off with snowfall amounts. This seems appropriate, right? Seems pretty manageable. Most towns will probably get about 3 to 5 inches of snow. I think there'll be a lot of 4s, 3s and 4s. But our best chance for getting 6 is probably going to be to the east side of that contour. You get over toward Penobscot Bay and more so over eastern parts of the area down towards Washington and Hancock County. There probably will be some spots get up over 8 inches of snow. That inverted trough is going to play games in that region there. All right, let's take a look at tomorrow's forecast. We should see some sunny breaks take place. A lot of folks have been wondering, hey, Charlie, we're going to have school tomorrow. My wife's a teacher. I have 2 kids in school, and actually did a school visit today, and a lot of folks have been wondering. It kind of has the look of, probably be some delays out there. I'd be a little surprised if we have some cancellations tomorrow. And you might just go straight to school in the morning. I think the morning commute will feature probably snow-covered roads still. It's going to take a little while to clean things up, but snow is moving out 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. for most of the area. And the sun was going to try to poke out. We should be in the mid-30s. So for a change, we actually have some pasty snow late in the day tomorrow. So as that sun hits it, and you'll be able to make a snowball and throw them at your friend or brother, sister, whatever you have. To inland areas, look similar, mid-30s there. I don't think we'll see any additional accumulations during the day tomorrow. Hey, today was great, right? Sunny skies during the morning. I captured those clouds on the increase. That was a scene from our Raymond sky cam. Did we get the sunset? It's after 5 p.m. now. I don't think we did. No. It's pointing in the wrong direction anyway. I got to fix that. All right, let's talk about tonight's snow. Winter weather advisories remain in effect. No big changes from yesterday or the day before that. Everything's on track. Eastern Maine still looks like it's going to get the most snow. So the way to think about this, areas that are in this winter storm warning, Washington, Hancock County, southern parts of Piscataquis County, these areas stand the greatest chance for getting over a half foot of snow. For the rest of us, it's pretty manageable, but it's going to come down at a pretty good clip over the next couple hours. Here it is moving into the region. If it hasn't started in your area, it will over the next half hour. And our first flakes right on time, between 7 and 8 for most of you. And here we go with some of that snow moving in. Some of the heavier bands are just to our west, which makes this one a little bit different than the last few clippers. We've had a bunch of these move into the area. This one's coming in with a pretty good, we call it the front end thump. It's coming in pretty quickly. It's not going to slowly ramp up. It's going to come in. We'll probably get a quick inch an hour for maybe 2 hours for 9, 10, 11 o'clock, somewhere in there. So it's going to snow at a decent clip over the next couple hours, but after that, it's moving out pretty quickly. So it comes in quickly and moves out quickly. It was funny because in the newscast, we've been calling this a snowstorm. And it's a snowstorm, I guess, but it's basically a glorified warm front in my eyes. We have some warmer air punching in ahead of a warm front aloft, trying to get into the region. So the warmer air is producing the snow aloft. And a lot of times these can produce a quick burst of heavy snow. We've seen these a lot over the years, and this is the first one we've had where it's not slow to ramp up. It comes in very quickly, and it moves out very quickly. So what we're seeing here is the snow over eastern parts of Maine, northern parts of Maine, 7 o'clock in the morning. So kids, teachers hoping for the day off. You don't want to see that. Eastern Maine stands the greatest chance for getting some snow during the afternoon and evening tomorrow. That's 6 p.m. It's all with this associated inverted trough, another one of those wind shift lines shaped like a banana. You see it right there. We had one last weekend down in Massachusetts and down to Seacoast, New Hampshire. We do not have that tomorrow in Southern and Central Maine. So as we just went through, most of the area will be just fine tomorrow. I think we'll see mostly cloudy sky with some sunny breaks developing. All right, 9:30 tonight. So about an hour and 20 minutes from now. we have snow, and our heaviest snowfall is probably 9 to about 11. And if we get into those 1 inch snowfall rates per hour, it's in that window right there. I suspect after midnight, things start to calm down a little bit. But it's not until 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock that the snow moves out from west to east. Here we are, 4 o'clock in the morning. And notice all of southern and a good chunk of central Maine, southern New Hampshire, in fact, all in New Hampshire. We have the snow east of our area at this point. Now, the exception is mid-coast area, parts of Knox, Waldo, Lincoln County, Saginaw County, perhaps. Snow may linger until, maybe 7 o'clock in those regions there. But even there, it's moving out fairly quickly as well. So this is not going to be a snow event that lingers into and through our Wednesday, except for eastern Maine. I love seeing these things develop. This is 8 o'clock in the morning. Notice it's still snowing for parts of Penobscot Bay region. This is an estimate on a future radar. But most of the area has just mostly cloudy skies at this point. All right, that inverted trough is sharpening up from Washington to Hancock County, up into Penobscot County. You see it right in there. Let's see if I can draw it in. There it is right there. So all of the snow during the afternoon and evening, at least accumulating snow, should be over eastern Maine, basically Penobscot Bay points east. And there'll be some heavy bands of snow in that region. In our region, in southern and central Maine, we're getting some sunny breaks develop. Should be a good afternoon. Mid-30s are expected. This is 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You might get a snow shower or flurry. Shouldn't be a huge deal. Now, that inverted trough is going to try to move from north to south. Now, our viewing area here at CBS 13 and Fox 23 goes up to about Waterville. So I've been highlighting Augusta, Waterville, and our viewing area goes over to Penobscot Bay. So Rockland, Belfast, Camden. These areas stand the greatest chance for getting some snow during the evening and early nighttime hours. So you can kind of make out where that inverted trough is. It's right in there during that time frame there, about 8 o'clock. So this is slowly rotating from north to south. So those areas could get another burst of snow. And if we see any additional accumulation, it's probably in that area right there. For the rest of us in southern Maine, though, from Lewiston, Auburn to Sebago Lake to Portland, Brunswick, Bath, Biddeford, Saco, down to Sanford. I mean, it's over probably before daybreak tomorrow. You might get a snow shower as that kind of works its way through, but it should not be a huge deal for southern Maine. And Thursday, the wind picks up a little bit, and it's a little gusty, but it's brighter. All right, snowfall rates. We've been highlighting for the last 2 days. Our heaviest snow is going to be on the front end of this. In fact, we're probably going to get snowfall rates of around 1 inch an hour for parts of the region for about 2 hours, I think, right around 9 to 11 o'clock. So if we see that inch per hour snowfall rates, here we are, and this is 9:30 tonight. I see the timestamp on the top of your screen right there. Those 1 inch per hour snowfall rates, there they are at around 11 o'clock tonight. Notice it's not quite as impressive. And after midnight, we're going to see the heaviest stuff move out very, very quickly. So 2 a.m. to 4 a.m., the snow comes to an end from west to east. If you're just joining us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, these are the numbers we just highlighted a second ago. 3 to 5 inches should be expected for most of the area. There might be a few isolated 6s, but I don't think that this is going to be a big snowmaker. There'll be a lot of 3s and 4s, I think. And some forecast modeling is indicating really up here you might get even a little bit less in snow. But I think there'll be a lot of 3s, 4s, and 5s. And best chance for getting more than that. And I think there will be some spots over 8 inches. We'll be in that 4 to 8 inch range there from east of Penobscot Bay. And if we see spots over 8 inches, it's going to be in Washington and Hancock County, I think. So there we go. That's what we're expecting for snowfall. No big changes, pretty manageable. It's coming in now. It's moving out during the pre-dawn hours. We clean things up tomorrow morning and we'll move on. So not a big event, but enough to bring the plows out and enough that, there probably will be some delays. I think there'll be a lot of 1, what are they, 2-hour delays, I think, for a lot of towns. I'd plan on that. That's my guess. It's going to be tough to be a superintendent and make that call. I've always thought that's going to be a very, very difficult call to make. Snow ends very early, and for most of you, it's before daybreak. I included some flakes in there. You might get a snow shower or flurry, but if you're watching us from Augusta, Waterville to Penobscot Bay region, you'll probably get another round of snow showers moving through with additional light accumulations during the evening tomorrow. Thursday, Friday look pretty good. It's a little breezy Thursday. That might be the only complaint there. Friday's good, mostly sunny. The weekend looks pretty good. A storm should probably stay just to our south on Monday. It bears watching, but I don't think that's going to be a big weather maker. And if everything works out, we're probably in the 40s 1 week from today. There are many days with highs above freezing. When was the last time we did that, right? It's been a cold winter. I just looked up the stats, and yes, as of 2 days ago, we're running the coldest winter since 1996. It's almost a slam dunk when you get a situation like that. 1996 was the last time that we had a very dry summer, as dry as last summer. So we had a drought, almost as bad as last summer. In fact, it was worse in 1995. So 95 and 2025 were the two driest summers for the state of Maine, going back over the last 35 years. So it's almost a slam dunk. The following winters turn cold and snowy. So remember that. Next time we have a drought in the summer, think the next winter is going to be cold and snowy. So it happens all the time. And usually they're associated with weak La Niñas. It's fun to watch. If you're just joining us on the Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, let's just run through the timing again one more time. Here we are, 9 o'clock tonight, or 9:30. Some of the heaviest bands are moving through. The snow moves out 2 a.m. to 4 a.m., but it lingers for a little while for the Penobscot Bay area. So may linger to about 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning. All right, let's check out some of the questions. Our blizzard days must be over. I don't know, Mike. I'm on record for saying we're getting a blizzard this year. So we're still going to get one. I bet we'll get one. So we'll see what happens. Hey, we missed that one. Was it last week, 2 weeks ago, by 100 miles? That would have been the worst blizzard since 2013 if we track that storm farther west. Maybe that was our shot. Who knows? But yeah, let's see. All right, what else we got here? Charlie from Portland, Maine. Love seeing the 30s. Yeah, it's been cold, Sandy. You're absolutely right. No question about it. How much in Thomaston? All right, let's bring the map up here. 3 to 5, probably for you. Everyone's getting 3 to 5, I think. I have 3 to 6, but yeah. Although Thomaston, you get pretty close to the 4 to 8, so you might get some spots around 6 there. Gene, so glad it didn't snow Friday. We have a celebration, honor my day. Yes, you're right. Oh, I'm happy to hear that. Yeah, that's great you were able to do that, Becky. Good evening, Charlie. Hello to you. So no ice. Yeah, no ice, Allison. No, just snow tonight. Any more snow? Just prune my pear. Ooh, Roger. All right. Pruning the pears and the grapes. Yeah, I forgot you. It's that time of year. Prune the apple trees. You always try to get the blueberry bushes all pruned up this time of year. February is the best time. All right, Roger, you reminded me. I might have to do that too. I pruned my apple trees last February, so I'm not sure if it needs to get done to this one, but I know some blueberry plants that need to get pruned. So good day to do that, Roger. All right. Oh no. Let's see. So glad we didn't. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we got that. Yeah, I'm so happy again, Becky. That's great news. So I hope with the fluffy snow. Yeah, it's gonna be a little wetter than last time, especially when the sun hits it tomorrow, Mary. But we've had a lot of fluffy snow. I love it because snow quality has been great for winter activities. If you're an ice fisherman, this has been phenomenal. I get a report from Mike in North Sebago today. He said the ice out in the Maine Bay is like a foot thick already. So that's awesome. I love ice and snow and hate Valentine's Day. Oh, all right. Yeah, Valentine's Day is a funny one, isn't it? Yeah, I probably should put the Valentine's Day symbol on the 7-day, but I don't know. Forget that one sometimes. It's not a big one in our book either. I love the ice. All right. Yeah, if you're an ice fisherman, you love the ice. All right. Hey, Charlie, it's fun, heavy, wet snow. Thanks for the update. All right. Is this fun? Is this the fun, heavy, wet snow? I don't think it's heavy and wet, Barbie, but it will be not as fluffy, we'll call it, as the last few. So you'll be able to make a snowball in the morning. Looking forward to 5 inches. All right. Thanks, Don. Appreciate it. Hope to get over 2 feet of snow on Everybody wants snow on Valentine's Day. Those poor people running around with the flowers on Valentine's. I feel it always gets cold. We're trying to keep the flowers from freezing. So, yeah, it won't be that way this year. Oh boy. Yep, you got it. Quick round of snow, and Janet Mills got her for the year. I don't know what that means. It means you're governor. No, she's running. She's not running for governor. All right. Hi, Rick. Let's see. All right. Hello, Roger. All right. Charlie, Travis says, chance for snow, late arrival. Yeah, I think there'll be a lot of late arrivals, a little delays, some delays in the schools, we'll call it. Let's look at the timing again. There it is right there. All right. Connor, power outages, heavy wet snow, and wind for Route 2 core. No, the wind's not going to be an issue tonight. This is manageable, Connor. No, we're good, man. Yeah, I don't think there'll be power outages tonight. So you're in good shape there. Yeah, Rick, I think that's about right. Let's go with that. We'll go with your forecast tonight, bud. All right. Colleen says snow day in Denny'sville. I hope it's not a snow day. I think there'll be a lot of delays, Colleen. We'll see. All right. We got Brandon in the house tonight. Lewis Army got Wednesday morning. Then my question, some stations are a little bit different. The new stations in Maine. Happy Tuesday to you too. All right. Yeah, Brandon, probably 3 to 4. I don't know. Lewiston might get a little bit less, probably 3, I guess. I don't know. It's not much. It's not much. It's moving out in 4 hours. So it's just started to snow. So let's see, 8, 9, 10, 4. So that's 6 hours. So we have about a 6-hour event. All right. Cheryl says, I love the fluffy snow. Yes, it's been a great winter for that. All right. Oh boy, what's the worst ice storm on record? Jeez. Well, there was the 98 ice storm, obviously. That, of course, put the most people without power. But there was a big ice storm in 1886. And people didn't really care about power and cell phones and things like that back then. So it was probably more manageable back then. But I don't know. I'm going to say 98 was the worst ice storm simply because it was most impactful because of electricity and power line issues. So, yeah. I mean, the ones we've had prior to that in the 1800s. And I mean, that was just like probably nobody cared as much. Nobody needed to charge up their cell phone back then. Actually, we didn't either in 1998. So, but it was nice to be able to, have some heat and, have some electricity, that kind of thing. Amanda's hoping for a big storm. Just for snow. Yeah, I'm with you. Hey, I told you I'm on record. There'll be a blizzard this year. There will be a blizzard. It's coming back. All right. So the way these work, and we'll end on that tonight. The way these winters usually work is, weak La Nina's trending neutral after a very dry summer. Kind of mimics a few winters. One, most recent was probably 2017-18. If you remember that one, we had a blizzard in early January. And then it warmed up in February. Some parts of Maine hit 70 degrees. It was like mid-February. So if we mimic that year, if history repeats itself, we'll get a warm up with temps near 60 degrees sometime in the next 3 weeks. And then it comes back as a big end to winter. So that, if you remember in 2018, we had the 4 nor'easters in 4 weeks. A house went into the ocean at Camp Ellis. So it was a very active March. I anticipate that's the way this one's going to be. It's the coldest winter since 1996. Remember that one very well. We had a lot of snow in January and February. That was preceded by a very, very dry drought summer. So if it's like that one, and we'll probably get some more big storms. So yeah, we'll see what happens here. These weak La Ninas heading neutral or trending neutral are usually a slam dunk for cold and active snowy winters. And that's what we've had so far. And it looks like we'll probably continue to get that. I do think we'll get a warm up. We should get a warm up. I'm not talking like 30s to near 40. We should get one decent warm up in these winters. And usually that gets us into the 50s and 60s. before it comes back. And that happens in February. So we'll see. Maybe the first week of March. We'll see. But I think the cold comes back in March. Probably not what you want to hear. Sheen says, another nor'easter. Yes, hopefully. I mean, these little clipper systems, I don't know. That's for the birds. How many of these little clippers have we had, right? And another inverted trough tomorrow over eastern Maine. And these, I hope we go an entire winter sometimes without seeing these, but they're a pain in the neck to forecast because they're known for locally heavy snow, locally heavy bands of snow. But that's going to be over eastern Maine for tomorrow. So good news for southern Maine. Most, if not all of the day, will be just fine. And our snowfall tonight will be overnight. All right, folks, we'll leave it at that tonight. Hope everybody has a nice night. We'll have more updates on Fox 23 at 10 and CBS 13 at 11. All right, take care, everyone. Have a nice night.